Hey guys, this is Michael coming to you a little bit later in the week than usual. I was out at the end of last week and so took me a little longer to get to this for this week. But here I am, and I've got something really special to tell you at the end of this video. So one, don't skip ahead, but two, make sure you watch it all the way through. So the point of this video, as always, is to inform and encourage you. I'm going to try to do both of those things at the same time. Last week, Gary, Howell, and I went down to Atlanta to do a little scouting for Project Serve, and we've got some great information lined up. We've got a place to stay that's going to be awesome. Great connection with the church in the Roswell area. Shout out to Cindy Smith for helping us make that connection. And then we've lined up a lot of great work sites already, and they're going to be incredible. I told Gary while we were there, I was ready just to call everybody and say, we're staying here. You guys just come on down and let's start Project Serve right now. I'm that excited about it. And the impact that it's going to have, not just that our students will have in the area, but that area is going to have on our students. So I'm so excited about Project Serve coming up. If you have not already let us know that you're wanting to go on Project Serve, please email us or talk to Lindsay, fuse@westoverchurch.com. As a kind of setup for Project Serve, I'm having individual meetings with every single volunteer who's going, just to make sure we're all on the same page, and I want to do that as far in advance as possible. So if you are planning on going and Lindsay hasn't contacted you yet, then we may not have you on the list. So let her know that you are wanting to go. We'd love to have you. So excited about Project Serve coming up. We're right at about half, 50% capacity right now. So if you have students in your groups who have not signed up, they need to get that done quickly, or they may end up getting on a wait list. So get them on the list as quickly as possible. The lock-in is tomorrow night, Friday, right in the middle of March Madness. I know, what were we thinking, right? Well, we're actually going to be showing some of the games tomorrow night at the lock-in. If you are already planning on being there and you've told us that, great. If you just now look at your schedule, you go, wow, I have some time and I would love to be there and participate in the lock-in. We'd still love to have your help. Let Elisa know today or tomorrow, and we'll get you on the list, and would love to have you. It's a great chance to help out and hang out with students, and especially if you have students in your small group. Incredible time of connection, great memories are made. So I'm excited about being there. We'll be watching a little bit of basketball. There's movies, there's games, there's crafts, there's food, there's all kinds of obnoxious shenanigans. So it's going to be a great time. That's what's coming up this weekend, Friday night, with the lock-in. Now, last night at Fuse, we had the second week of our basic series, and it was a great night. I love the times when I deliver a message, and I need to hear it as much, if not more, than any other person in the room. That was the kind of message that I felt last night was. It was awesome, and to those of you that were there, I hope you felt the same way. I was encouraged. I was reminded of the truth of the gospel, and I talked to several leaders who are already planning on using the content from that topic last night in small groups coming up. If you're not coming to Fuse, I need you guys to be there. Whether in the past you've not made a commitment to be there on Wednesdays, you've only committed to the small group on Sundays, so much happens in the context of Fuse on Wednesday nights. It's our largest gathering of the week, and we had like between 6 and 8 first-time guests, people who were there for the first time last night, and we need help helping those students get connected, making them feel at home, getting to know them each individually. It's just a huge process, and more than that, we have 100+ students that are there that we need to be there with them. If you guys are leaders in this ministry, I need you to be there leading when this ministry takes place. And I know your small groups take up a lot of time. I totally get that. I lead a small group right now as well. I totally get the involvement that requires. But we get the opportunity on Wednesdays at Fuse to lead students by worshiping with them, to lead them by learning with them, to lead them by simply having conversations with them. So this coming week is the last week of the basic series. PJ is going to be speaking, so that's going to be entertaining no matter what happens. He's going to do a great job with that, and I'm excited about it. So please join us this Wednesday. If you haven't been in a while, get it back on your calendar, get it back being consistent, and make sure your group, your students are there as well. I promise. Just like in Isaiah 55, God says His word will not return void. When we gather around God's word in this large group context, stuff happens. It's incredible. Life change happens, and I'm convicted of that. I'm convinced of that, and I'm excited about that every single week. So make sure that you're there. Hope to see you all this Wednesday at Fuse. All right, two last things. The first of which is we're going to have a staff meeting gathering thing. I believe it's April 19th coming up, so we'll have some more information coming up for you about that. Hopefully, I know I saw a bunch of you at the Team Westover event last Sunday. It was awesome. Got lots of great notes about how to be a better small group leader. I'm still learning, so it was great for me. And on April 19th, we're going to talk a little bit about Project Serve and a little bit about some other stuff. So make sure that you get that on your calendar, April 19th. And now for the last thing. Typically when we do a gathering like that, there's an agenda. We're talking about something. We have a purpose for getting together, something we need to accomplish. I had lunch with Steve Holbrook this week, and he suggested something really cool that we're going to try out. Just a non-agenda breakfast gathering, hangout time, just for us as a staff, as leaders within this ministry. Typically when we're together, we're focused on getting things done. We're focused on connecting with students. We're focused on making a service happen. We're focused on being at Project Serve and keeping everyone alive and all those kinds of things. So we're going to do something really unique. Not this Sunday, the 22nd, but the 29th, the next Sunday, between 9 and 9:30 in the morning, before the service starts. Come hang out at the Fuse Room. We're going to have coffee and donuts and bagels, and for that 30 minutes, you can swing by and just grab something. You can come and hang out for the whole 30 minutes or anywhere in between. Just a chance for us to kind of touch base face-to-face with no agenda whatsoever, just a chance for us to hang out a little bit, even if it's just a quick conversation, or if you have questions or you want to talk. I'm going to be there. I believe PJ will be there as well, and that'll be just a really cool thing. I'm excited about it, just to be able to hang out with you guys without having to be in the context of doing ministry, but just a chance for us to relationally connect and enhance our community within our ministry team. So that's coming up March 29th, and that was your secret special thing. So this is the only way that I'm announcing that. So if you know someone who doesn't usually watch this video, you need to say, hey, go to the video, and you'll know. There you go. Anyways, love you guys so much. I so appreciate what you do. As I mention all the time, I'm leading a small group this year. I love it. The guys in my group are great, but it is still, it can be emotionally draining. It can be the most emotionally refilling thing and recharging thing as well, but it can be draining as well. And I totally get the commitment and what you guys put into this week in and week out, and I really appreciate what you do. You are vital to our ministry happening. You're vital to these students as they're traversing the field of high school and this season of life. You are vital. You play a huge role in not just modeling for them what following Christ looks like, but walking alongside them as they attempt to do it in one of the hardest seasons of their life. So thank you so much for what you do. We'll pray, and then we'll close this thing. God, thank you so much for these leaders. I thank you for what they do. I thank you for who they are. I pray that they are refilling. I pray that they are recharging. I pray that they are doing ministry out of the overflow of their heart, out of what you're doing in their lives personally and spiritually already. I pray that they get to experience ministry in the overflow, what comes out of that. And God, I pray that you continue to work in the lives of all of our volunteers. I pray that this next few months, as we lead up to Project Serve, God, I pray that you start doing some incredible things. Just keep reaching us every single week. Let us grow closer to you. Let us understand you a little bit more each week. Let us grow in intimacy with you. Let us see just a little bit more each week of how your heart has been broken for us as we lead up to Project Serve. I am so thankful for what I know you're already going to do in that week, and I'm just so pumped that we get to do what we get to do. Let us continue to consider it an honor and a joy to serve others. We love you so much. Amen. Thank you guys so much for what you do. Love you, and I look forward to seeing you, hopefully some of you tomorrow night at the Lock-In, and everybody else next Wednesday at Fuse. Thanks.